This is not the first time Michael Saylor has reinvented MicroStrategy and pumped the stock to the moon. Oh, they're going to the moon. These things people don't understand how profitable they're going to be. There's a difference between a good stock and a good stock price. I mean, a good company and a good stock. There can be lots of great companies that are just overpriced and they don't have to keep going up no matter how great the company is. I think they're going to crown the king and make BlackRock the official first Bitcoin ETF. But BlackRock's definitely going to be one of them. If they're not the only one, they'll definitely be one of them.
Mark Yusko initiates the narrative, underscoring Michael Saylor's knack for transforming MicroStrategy and propelling its stocks to astronomical heights, a journey not unfamiliar to seasoned observers. Amidst the spectacle, there lies a crucial distinction often overlooked: the difference between a robust company and a stock inflated by exuberance. However, there's more than speculation going on in the financial world. A big discovery is coming. The focus turns to BlackRock, who could win the coveted distinction of being the first Bitcoin ETF pioneer. This might be a game-changing moment that completely changes the Bitcoin market. Before starting this evolving adventure, your opinions are extremely important. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, click the like button, and join us as we explore the many aspects of the cryptocurrency topic. Mark Yusko then carries on the conversation with his own ideas.
I use the old school stack of National Geographics to make the computer at the right height. And when I pulled them off the shelf today, this is the one that came up on the top. And that's what's about to happen. The great migration, this buffalo stampede of capital into these Bitcoin ETFs, which again, I'm sticking with my projection. I mean, we're recording this on Friday the 5th. This is our Epiphany show. So we're going to have to do a bunch of Epiphanies because we'll release on the Feast of the Epiphany, the 6th. And I'm going with Sunday night, the 7th, right before the King's birthday. Elvis's birthday on Monday. Also my 13-year-old's birthday. I think they're going to crown the king and make BlackRock the official first Bitcoin ETF. There's all this stuff about they're going to do them all at once. Maybe they're going to do them sequentially. We'll see. But BlackRock's definitely going to be one of them. If they're not the only one, they'll definitely be one of them. And the amount of money that's going to shift from these proxies into the Bitcoin ETF, just kind of like, people bought GBTC and they're like, why am I paying 2% for holding Bitcoin? Like, why? Well, because it's the only way, if you wanted it in your brokerage account or your IRA, that was the only, I guess there were some IRA services, but if you wanted a brokerage account, the only way was to own this trust. And if you wanted to own direct ownership, even like BITO and the others were futures. They weren't direct spot ownership. And MicroStrategy is, a Bitcoin bank bolted on to a kind of money-losing software company. So it really is a Bitcoin bank at this point. And the reason it outperformed not only from this proxy phenomenon, but also they have a little bit of leverage. Not a huge amount of leverage, but Michael can go borrow money back when he borrowed the first tranche at 0 interest rates. It's a pretty good deal. And buy Bitcoin. Now, he looked really stupid for a long time. People are like, oh, he's going to get margin call. He's going to go to 0 because if you borrow money and buy an asset that goes down, that's a bad outcome. Now, it's only a bad outcome if the loan can get called. And everybody says, oh, well, his loan's going to get called. Nope, never got called. Came really close. Came really close, but loan never got called. Never got the margin call. And now he's looking really smart, and I guess he's buying more. So I do think some of those things are absolutely going to see less. Now, you take something like Coinbase, that's a toss-up, because while people will certainly move from Coinbase into the ETFs, many of them are going to settle in custody inside Coinbase, and so they're going to make some additional profits. Now, there's one guy last night who issued some reports saying, "Oh, but you're overstating how much that's going to be, and this stock's going down by 67%." I'm like, dude, really? Come on, do some math with me, because while that's happening, okay, you're not going to make as much as some people think. Fine, but what's going to happen to the price when we have both a supply shock, which is coming the end of April, and a demand shock, which is coming on Monday?
National Geographic's portrayal of a computer's old-school charm colliding with the crypto revolution creates a captivating imagery of a buffalo stampede of capital rushing into Bitcoin, setting the crypto realm abuzz with excitement. Mark maintains his stance on BlackRock's imminent coronation as the inaugural Bitcoin ETF, creating an anticipation reminiscent of predicting a king's birthday, albeit with a crypto twist. Let's dive headfirst into the MicroStrategy Saga now. Envision a Bitcoin bank that is linked with a software firm that is losing money, with Michael Saylor coordinating calculated moves to get from the verge of margin calls to bold Bitcoin purchases. It develops into a gripping story with Coinbase serving as a supporting figure in discussions about the company's future in the face of impending supply and demand shocks. This financial thriller keeps us on the edge of our seats with its surprising developments.
It'll be a huge beneficiary of the rising price, but that premium will get sucked out. And so it's kind of how I feel about the first days of the ETF approval. If capital I, capital F, if GBTC is not approved, right? If they stick it to Barry and Michael and don't give them the approval to convert to an ETF, all 90%, some huge amount of the money of that $25 billion in GBTC is leaving. It's going to move, and it's going to be instantaneous. So that would be that would be very disappointing to the market, because the market would be like, well, why isn't the price going to the moon? Why aren't your stocks right? Well, because look, I think a couple billion, maybe as much as 3 billion comes in on Monday. Big number. But if all that is converting out of GBTC into these, IBTC or whatever gets approved, then net, you're not going to have a bunch of upward pressure. And that would be a big difference. Now, long-term, I don't think it matters. I think long-term, there's 300 billion that's coming into this market. And that's a 1% allocation. That's not even a 2 or 3 or 4%. That's just one. So I think it's a monster demand shock. But I think MicroStrategy will be good, but not parabolic. Like, people just, it's amazing, right? When things are going down, they extrapolate that it's going down forever. It's going to zero. Okay. Probably getting to a point where you should be a buyer, not a seller, right? And we've talked about this when things go on sale in markets, people run out of the store. Like, just stay in the store and buy the stuff that goes on sale. So when it was going down and the discount, it was already trading at a discount to the assets on its balance sheet, then you probably should have been a buyer. Now, when it's trading at a significant premium, because there's a hashtag I have, insiders don't sell at bottoms. If an insider of a company is selling their stock, they know more than you. They don't sell when it's undervalued. Right? We had this thing when I worked at the university. When people would give a gift to the university, we'd sell it immediately. And I always said we should run a hedge fund that just shorted all those stocks. Because if you're giving a gift of an appreciated asset, you're not given the one that you think is going up more. You're given the one that you think is topped out and you can't unload it fast enough. So that if Michael's selling shares to buy more Bitcoin, personally, it's because he sees the writing on the wall that the valuation of that business is extreme. It's like all the cloud companies, all the software companies, they're wildly overvalued on a price to earnings ratio. So, but he's a great arbitrageur. He really is. Now, you could argue that, well, maybe he gets on the wrong side of the arbitrage or whatever, but he is a great arbitrageur. And he's done this multiple times. People forget this is not the first time Michael Saylor has reinvented MicroStrategy and pumped the stock to the moon.
As we conclude this captivating discussion with Mark Yusko, he unveils the high-stakes drama surrounding ETF approval, where the fate of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust hangs in the balance, a true make-it-or-break-it moment. Mark presents his observations, speculating on a probable immediate evacuation of assets if GBTC encounters disfavor, uncovering the hidden psychology behind market reactions. Mark predicts an infusion of $300 billion into the market, signaling the impending arrival of a major demand shock. As the main character, MicroStrategy maintains an essential part as it goes from a discount to a premium offering. Mark explores the psychology of the market and clarifies the astute buyer's natural tendency to seize opportunities. MicroStrategy's journey becomes a valuable lesson, showcasing Michael Saylor's arbitrage promise and his ingenious knack for reinventing the game. Remember, it's not solely about Bitcoin. It's an exploration of the delicate dance within market dynamics and financial strategy. As we conclude, stay tuned for more insights, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on our financial journey. Your thoughts matter. Drop your insights in the comments, hit the like button, and stay tuned for more insights and videos from Mark Yusko.